Are you offended by plus size?
I think my perspective on the term comes from having always been on the cusp. When I was a model, I was a size 10, and I was actually classed as a plus size because straight size models are traditionally a size 4 to 8. Now, as a non-model, I'm a size 16, and again, I'm on the cusp. In some shops, I would be plus size, and in others, I wouldn't. And that, to me, reinforces the fact that someone has decided what's normal, and plus size will always be outside of that. So it's, for me, the term says you are bigger than you should be.
Okay.
And for you?
I'm not ashamed to be plus size because the reality is there are plus size people in the UK and you can't ignore that. And to basically get rid of plus size is essentially saying we are against the idea of people being plus size, and it's discriminatory, I think, to assume that if you're plus size it's a negative thing.
So is plus size just a description that's just getting out of hand? So are we going to stop words like fat or thin, or, I mean, are all these words just going to be politically wrong?
You know, in an ideal world, things like fat and thin would be neutral descriptions of how someone looks. But unfortunately, I think we need to recognise that there are a lot of prejudices out there. And I do a lot of work in schools now. And when you see size 12, 14 and 16 models being described as plus size, and you see the impact that has on young girls, when they suddenly think, am I not normal? Because plus will always be seen as being associated with surplus. And that's why I think it's inherently judgmental and potentially damaging. There's nothing wrong with being plus size as in a size 16 and above, but why can we not do away with this term?
So if it gets done away with, do you think that's really going to change how girls feel about their size?
I think it would help. You know, as a society, I think it would help with our attitudes. It's not going to solve the problem of size discrimination overnight, but it would be a step in the right direction.